Hello there. I'm back. I finished Capolobo. I think I don't have anything that I want to add to it. And this is the finished one. I changed very little things and a little bit color adjustment. Let him be a little more cold so that the outline on him would be a little more contrasting. Also the part that has warm. So yeah, I tweaked a bit the insets, add a few little ants. Not much from what we had last time. And I'll post this later on Kara, Blue Sky, and whatnot. And I will start a new one. So I was still doing here the half sheet for this one. I probably will still add a lot of stuff. So this one is Cupendiepes. So he's a Batman, just not the Batman. And they are normally a tribe of Batmans. And yeah, they normally have this axe they do use, so they go and hit the person from the skies. I have here some art some people did, a few axes. The one of the main ones is kind of hidden right now. Yeah, this one was the most basic one. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So I do plan to, I hide it again, but I do plan to make him with an axe. Normally people focus more on the bat human part. This one is really cool. Very monstrous. Here are some bats that there is in Brazil that suck blood. So I will get more of them, more full body shots. That the wings go to the leg. That's pretty cool. So I'll probably pick one of them to make then the one Cupendiepes that I wanted to draw. There's some simple and more elaborate ones. Some the legends just say it's winged like a bat and it's just a man. But I will blend it because it's fun. I'm making something more in between both. So, and they live in caves. It's part of it here. Yay, he's in a cave. So, on one version of the legend, they fight with another tribe because they attack them. The other tribe hunters with axe from the sky. Oh, this one does have an axe. Cool. And they end up going and killing some of them, and they run to caves and place far. And still sad that they live there, but they don't go around hunting other hunters anymore. But yeah, this legend should keep children away from caves. They don't know what is there. Yeah, we'll populate this more, probably with pets. And let's close this one. I'm going to try to do some. I want the other way around. Yes. Okay. I made a pretty basic pose on this that I can just work some concepts. This time. So let's have you guys here. Okay, and normally I use a lot of, that's it. Yeah, okay. A lot of this brush to the blend tool. It was smudge on Photoshop, I think, but yeah, here it's more this. So there is the option that I make it more like a person. That would make his ear be really big. Like this guy here. Probably still would have really dark eyes. Just to make them kinda round. So his mouth will probably go down a little bit more. Let this nose be bigger. And I will probably choose if I'm gonna do some of them with wings that goes all the way to the feet. And on this illustration, I'll probably do several of them since they normally are a tribe. So I will certainly do in 3D so I can rearrange them a lot. without having to redraw a bunch of them. You read the whole nose is kinda great. I think this a little bit more humanoid one to start. You just have these two floors of furs here and other more light in here. Here the fur just a little bit so we can see well. We will have the wings. Probably 2, 3. Or yeah, okay. This one I will do there. They have this extra ones. Cause lots of time wings are kind of the hand, like so. And this is what actually makes the wing. So it's actually a hand with the bat, and it's his fingers, and then it connects like this. So he flaps with his fingers. So this is kind of a very fantasy one where there is Esther division here, that where the hell they come from. But I will do some that comes from his fingers. Can do the next one. And he probably of them will have one more bling bling. Or the Malisk kind of footing. The nice thing to do after this, I just push with the value that I'm moving, so that makes some parts more faster. So this one uh, got out of the way the typical bad guy. I'm glad we did it. So this one won't be it. Just got that basic design thing out. So let's go second one. Uh, this one, I think I will actually do. And he may even have the aquacat finger. This guy will have the more pointy one. You can even make a more humanoid one later, but with not so big ears. We're gonna curve this guy a little bit by that his head a little bit down. I still could go way down. Mm, we have really big shoulders, and then we go really small arms. And we do have like really would be cool to do. Like I know he's flying, it's really like this moment. Maybe he is about to grab something, but leave his foot like this all spaced out like that. Pretty cool. Probably would make like a standard for them to all have. We'll probably put like one in front, an axe, another three or four close to him, and some more in the back, like in a cave. It could have some props, but probably will change from each to each. One, two, three. Yeah, this one is a bit more fun. Let me see what else I can do. If I can duplicate this. No, not this. Yeah. I can make one with more small here. And something more in between. Or we'll go with the more darker eye. Because that has been done a lot of times, that everybody kinda take has dark eyes, bats. But he really has a pupil. Like he even kinda could. It's one funny. Years forward. One could be just change a little bit muscles. What are you doing? I'm back. Gimmick only his back. There's no interaction where it's actually another arm, and I do think it's the legend says they had wings on their arms, so I don't think I can do like a dragon, because a dragon has wings. I think it has to come under their arms. I could make like their fingers has it's like this, like the wings, but then it continues. It would be kind of hard for him to super fly, but like plane and attack more than flying bats for this one. It's a little bit for here. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, studio. Welcome. So doing some designs. So this is a more human one than the last one. And I'll probably do at least one more really on human one. Yeah, it's a Batman, but it's not the Batman. It's another legend that it's a tribe of Batmans. So there are a bunch of Batmans. And they carry axes, Indian axes. And yeah, I will grab more reference, but I have some here now. Bats. I think I will have let this one have a more normal leg. Uh, I think they do somewhat, but they like attack. They have like a confrontation with another tribe, and they pretty much went to hide in caves. So they like exist, but no one sees them anymore. But yeah, they eat animals and they attack people at one point. But the legends like they kind of stop, but just don't go into caves, weird caves, and you probably won't never find them. Probably a story for kids. Don't go into caves. In caves you don't know. So, but there are several versions. There are versions that they are more vampiric like. The other more warrior like. But yeah, all of them, as far as I know, they kind of disappeared. And this is gonna be a cool one to do because normally I don't do. I just each legend is just one. But since this tribe, I can make them a bunch of them together. So that's gonna be fun to build a scene. And for the next one, where do I even? Can do more animal or more humanoid. I think this one is kind of cool for it. I could right, just for the sake of actually doing, yes, this one with his 4 and the wing goes back on him. It's already. They are too close, the fingers here. That will make. It has to at least like some distance. Kinda like this one. But this one, it's exactly what I did there. But yeah, I'll do one more like this. I already have two that goes to the feet. Like this guy. Go all the way there. It's one are funny, but I don't know if I remember one concept art did one with this, like really big ears like this, but it was more cartoonish, but it was really cool. We did some shapes. It's cool the way that like here the eyes are almost down. If it's really shadowed, could it or just gonna be goofy? Yeah, I think it's too flappy wings with flap ears. I could have some that actually go and then this eye could actually go down and leave the nose forward. Yeah, this one would have to be kind of like the other one where I like this and expanded silhouette, or it's just gonna look funny. It does have this like mouth goals pretty much connect. See, double nose. Yeah, I draw a little bit on my life, but I really started like studying to work on it. What? 2015. Yeah, yeah, 10 years. I started really studying. Uh, but yeah, like paint colors. Normally, I was super afraid of it, but I kind of at one point like I wanted to do stuff like this, so I started to study it. And digital does help. Like you can study as much as you are allowed. There is no space, physical space. Ink doesn't end. All these fun things. But I did have class. I did some that most helpful things that I had was like feedback. It pretty much everything that nowadays there is in YouTube and whatnot is the same thing that they teach. But yeah, the feedback I think was helpful, helped me see my problems faster. And yeah, I've been working 2000 by the end of 2016 I on role playing games. I do a lot for pen and paper role play games. Digital is more like here and there in games, but mostly I do for books and whatnot. It's going to be a really weird one that has this stuff of fur and then doesn't. Oh, thanks. How long have you been drawing? You, you like to do fantasy stuff or other kind? I like a lot of fantasy, dark fantasy, sci-fi. And pretty much consume everything around it, in movies, games, and whatnot. Yeah, getting some shading on my wings. Oh, cool. Yeah, I do like fantasy a lot. It's fun. I play a lot of pen and paper when I was like long time ago when I had friends that played. But yeah, I always love the illustrations on those books and whatnot. This guy can have, I can really distort his body, I think. Be like more big arms, and this goes back. Yeah, this kind of goes like this. Yeah, I've been trying to fit streaming into my daily life. I wanted to do it for a while. I did for a little bit 2 years ago, and last years I did a little bit more, but it was hard to fit in, get work done, and whatnot. But it's fun because I hardly do my only drawings and my only things. I do most for work. It's good to, would be nice to have some place I can do my things so I can feel like recharged somewhat to do more work things, if that makes sense. Yes. Yeah, sometimes you have only things you want to work with for like months and can do. Yeah, this one, it's not, yeah, it's gonna cover, but I think I'm gonna do just that because this could have more of a normal finger here and it's connecting to this one. And then underneath, there's the other finger. You just have to believe it's there. Oh, cool. It does have normal, yeah, he has five. Just, I can have like one here, like some animals, like one of them. It's kind of on the back, and the other four on front. So we can do this one like more animal like this. Yeah, he goes really thin here, and then it gets bigger. Yes, they have some interesting shape. So this one I could, which was more based on this guy. Oh, thanks for the follow. Thank you very much. The, yeah, I do need to get more reference, many from this bot. So maybe I can add some more fun things to these guys. I could do something kind of crazy like this two kind of somewhat same family, like this one a bit more muscular, it's more based on other bats than this guy. But I could make like some of them are one bat, some of them are other bats. That could be cool to have a scene with several that are like these blood drinking bats. I make them a little bit different sizes, like people are different sizes, and they are based on different bats. Could be a more interesting scene. They make everybody kind of the same. I kind of like this one. It's a little bit heavy. We could have his ear mainly. I did more human-like. Where are you? Yeah. At least like start here. And of course, like in the end, would have details like this curves that there is on the ear. That would remember a little more the bat. Yeah, I do like this. This is kind of little bit dragon-like, but it's just pushing the muscle. It's not scale. But I could do something like this just to show it kind of changes a little bit the structure. And know if I need to do one really bad, like it does need to be humanoid. This one's pretty cool, but this one will be, yeah, it does need to. Hmm. I do want him to carry a axe, because that part of the, there's not all of the interpretation have an axe, but they do use an axe. It would be cool if they had, because I could do several axes and whatnot. And they have the wing for hands. Would be kind of difficult for them to using the axe, but they also don't have a wing like dragon, like which is pretty much another arm. So yeah. uh, Let me think. The little ones, I think they are cute. Some like it's weird, right? But I had one, a really young one was in my bathroom when I wake up one of these days. He was kind of cute. He was all rounded and whatnot. But yeah, when they get older, they get like this. They're still kind of funny, like right, well, it's kind of like this. But it's really cool for the tails, and for creatures. Like they have all these bulges. And it's funny, this one pretty much a double nose. I will save one just in case I wanna do another. So I will do this one a little bit, maybe it's kinda connected, his body. It's gonna be kinda odd if I do this. How would the other parts be going? I did do this here, but it's kinda going from the back. Pretty much another hand there. Yeah, we'll toss this and I will later see if I will include it like this or not. Because if they have free hands, they can hold the axe, no problem. Let's see if I did. Okay. Black, please. It's hard not to make like more separate eyes, because it does easily look like more bats. Make a more close face on this one. Yes. If I do too much of yellow here like this, it starts to look actually like Batman. Or maybe I will adjust that. I think these small ones like this, it's actually looking more like a pig right now. Maybe this would a little bit. Yes, yeah, go all the way. It's better. One has different markings. Whoa. Separate a little bit just to let me know that here will be another color. Here will be like small. This could be a more furry one. And it could almost be like this part, like a cape. Not a cape, but like it's one thing. We don't see the division, the shoulder and the chest too much. We can have a down part also like connecting. So it's almost like a second wing on the silhouette, but then breaks on this one. Yeah, for the sake of this wing actually be big, it would have to connect here rather than the back. And here we also have like a lot of But it certainly end up being more weird one. I do like the idea of one of them have this, like, the fur, the darker furs go all the way here, just like he has touched his nose completely here, and could be like a different one. So even if I don't use this guy design, that's a good idea to have a variation. Could be more in the end, more shaggy. He's almost bird-like. And one last one. I think I will actually. Am I the right layer? Yes. It's more like I wanted some shape, then I will see if I can make this into something. Some more bird-like claws, which kinda has, so I don't know why I was doing such spiky claws. We can have. Could even in the scene like that. Well, I will see that later. If I make it so like more of the face and the eyes are showing and not so much the mouth, there could be just some reflections of like the teeth showing. That could be spooky. Just for fun, I will draw this one like this. It is certainly the most fantasy ones for this one. I just make some shapes that I can change later or play to add them in some of the other designs. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll leave this for now. I gotta feed people in here. My cat and my dog. And still work today. But we got some design out. Think a lot about how I'm gonna do the scenes and these guys. I'm probably gonna refine them a little bit to find what most work of each one. Just render them a bit. Oh, thanks. Yeah, here I kinda didn't care about anything, just made some shapes, so that end up with some interesting silhouettes. But yeah, maybe I will add some stuff of these in the other ones, and I'll see if we can get evolve them a little bit. But this is a nice start point for this one. So I'll continue later. Again, just show, let me see here. Yeah, couple up I finished last time. I'm gonna post this soon. But this was the other one that I did, the legend. I just going to glaze it and then I'll post it on Kara and the Blue Sky and later on Instagram. But thanks everybody who watch it here now and in the future. And I'll be back probably drawing on Monday. If I come back today or during the weekend, later on, we'll be most likely playing Darkest Dungeon. But Thank you. Yeah, take care.